everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Quest Boards, The Rats Invited. My name is Tesia Brandenburg, and I'll be your DM for the day.
I'm Mandy Chandler, and I'm going to be playing Fharys Lichtwald again.
And I'm Ben Riley, and I'm playing Clyde Erasmus Fleabag continuously.
My name is Izzy DeCorso, and I'll be playing London, Yorkshire again.
All right, just as a quick recap from last session, you guys are in prison. That sucks. You guys all got up. You had made a plan previously that you were going to try and break out of prison. Yeah, you did some sleepy times. You got woken up by a person yelling in the middle of the night. Woke up, went down to the lunchroom. We're chit-chatting with people. I think I may be missing a good chunk of the beginning. You guys got jobs and stuff. London and Clyde are working in the woodworking workshop, which is on the level that you guys stay on originally. Pharys and Annie, this little girl that you guys picked up, are working in the laundry room a couple hours later, which is on the solitary confinement level. Everybody else that is in this little grouping is working various other jobs, like lunchroom jobs and stuff like that, to try and gather information. And you have the main information gatherer, Jax Fable, a journalist from Elkinwood, who has been gathering intel about who else is trying to escape out of this prison. And you guys learned that the person who was screaming the night before, this big Goliath man, is planning on breaking out of his cell and causing some chaos. You all chit-chatted about that and were trying to figure out if you were going to break out of the prison tonight or if you were going to hold off and try to gather some more information before doing that. Some tensions got a little high as London and his dad, who didn't recognize him, started sharing some words. London got mad that he didn't recognize him, and when he finally did, London cocked his fist back and socked him in the face. His nose is gushing blood. Everybody's kind of staring in the lunchroom, and he said, "That's my boy." And that is where we ended off last session.
Dad violence.
Woo! Dad violence. London hates his dad.
London hates his dad.
It's true.
All right. So you all are kind of standing around this table that you guys were talking about, the table to the left of this circular room. Everybody else in this lunchroom is kind of watching you, and you can see the guards are kind of reaching for their, like, magical tasers they have on their sides, just kind of staring at you, seeing if this is going to escalate anymore. And your dad says, "That's my boy," and, like, is staring at you, just smiling with his weird toothless grin he has, except for his gold tooth. What are you three doing?
Well, I'm letting London handle this one.
I'm just staring, mouth open.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll see the guards, like, waiting to see if it escalates so they can do something about it, and I'm not going to let them have the satisfaction. And I'm just going to... Is Jax Fable off just...
Jax Fable is over by you guys, because he just shared the information about the
Okay,
Goliath.
right.
Yeah.
London's probably just going to, like, shake off and then start just walking away.
Okay. Are you going to, like, a different table, or are you just kind of walking off to, like, one of the walls?
To a different table.
Okay. Just full of randoms.
Yeah.
Okay. You walk over. You see it's like an elderly table. There's a bunch of old people sitting at this table. They just band together because, you know, they're old. And you walk up and you sit down, and they're just like, "Oh, hello there, dearie. Oh, where's your food? Did you bring your food with you?"
Yeah, I like
guess
to
I
think
should have
that
asked that
London
first.
would have walked over to grab his food and walk
Okay.
away.
You've been like, "Oh, you need more than that. You're so big."
I forgot that this is a prison that you get thrown into just for, like, hating dragons.
Yeah.
And I was like, why are these nice old people here?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I forgot.
I'll just let them butter me up.
Oh, and they start doting on you, and you guys watch as London walks to this table and starts getting doted on by a bunch of elderly folk that share a table. The prison mouse kind of just smiles to himself and starts, like, shaking his head no, and he's like, "Damn, well, I did a good job, huh?
On what planet?
I mean, look at him." And he points over to him getting, like, they're, like, squeezing his cheeks and...
You did a good job doing what exactly?
Well...
If you say raising him, I'll punch you too.
no, I wasn't going to say that. I didn't do that. Not much, at least.
I can tell.
But, I mean, good genes. He looks like his mother a lot.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he looks like me, too. That's where he got the handsomeness from.
That's objectively untrue.
Whoa. We're partners here. Come on.
Yeah, partners can be ugly.
Whoa.
Listen, man, Are you going to be a liability? What with that relationship?
It's up to him.
Okay. I think I need you to understand up front that if I have to choose between you and him, I'm going to let you burn. You understand that, right?
I get it. Everyone for themselves, I understand.
That's what I was worried that you would say.
Well, you just told me you would let me burn, so
Yeah.
I figured we were on the same kind
You
of
kind of give me the
wavelengths.
vibes that you had that sense the whole time of everyone for himself.
Come on. You're telling me that the second you saw me in that prison cell, you would have cared what happened to me?
Maybe, if you weren't such a piece of shit.
When Clyde swears, I'm going to kind of nudge Andy. We're going to pick up our
Okay.
keys and walk over to the old people.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, you guys walk over. London, are you saying anything with these elderly people as they're doting on you?
No.
Okay. This is the first, like, parental
Uh-huh.
interaction you've had other than, like, Brighton's parents. Like, and you see Pharys and Annie kind of walk over, and they're like, oh, more friends. Young people don't usually sit with us because we're old.
I love these old people.
Come sit down. Oh, you're just a baby. And you see one of the grannies like cups Annie's face, and Annie kind of looks over to you, Pharys, and like not knowing if she should let this happen or not because it is prison.
Clyde keeps glancing over like longingly.
Yeah, you're stuck in a conversation with. Okay, and she kind of smiles and melts into the little granny hold. She's like, well, sit down, come on.
The granny hold is my favorite wrestling move.
Mine too. These, you best know these elderly people will fuck you up.
These elderly people are jacked,
Yeah,
man.
they're ripped. You just can't tell through their prison clothes. They wear long sleeves because their skin is fair.
Can I ask one of them a question?
Yeah.
I'll turn to the old lady who
Yeah.
has Annie, and I'll just say, haven't done her voice in a week.
Usually.
How long have you been in here?
Well, a long time, I'm afraid.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yes.
Do you happen to know where they take everyone's things when they arrive?
Well, I do know. And I'll get back to you, Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're talking to him. He's like, we would have done the same thing, you know.
Yeah, I guess. Anyway, so you've told me that you are an expert at breaking out of prisons,
Yes.
and you've been here for a while.
Yes.
You have yet to give me any kind of concrete, like, help.
Well,
You got any ideas?
it's been a day. We haven't even like done jobs yet.
When you bring up that you want to escape prison with somebody, that should be the first thing you bring up, is I've got an idea.
Well, I have ideas. I've pitched them kind of, but we got to get out of the gate. We can get into the carriage. We can do all that. I pitched those ideas. You ain't pitched nothing.
Do you have any idea of how to get there or any way to get around security?
Well, we got to figure out how to break out. We could
That's-
try to do that tonight.
That's awesome. We got to figure out how to break out.
I don't see you putting any ideas out there.
Yeah, I'm compiling, man. So
Me too.
do you have any idea of a way to get around security? I have not been here long enough to see what it's like.
I mean, just trying to sneak around them is probably the best. They only have so many guards. A person causing some chaos late at night is a good way to get the eyes to not pay attention to you, and then you could hypothetically break out, or we could cause a riot and hypothetically break out. Anything that will get attention away from us and onto somebody else, which I know you're okay with throwing somebody else under the bus for us to get out. So,
Somebody, yeah.
not me.
Right. Which job did you take when we went and got employed?
That's a great question.
Lunch.
Oh, lunchroom, yeah.
Okay.
I'm on a lunch.
So,
Not right now. It'll be when it's not our lunchtime.
yeah.
But I can talk to the people from the higher levels than us.
right, okay. So if you can, I guess, just sort of get an idea of, first of all, just how dangerous the people up there are. Of
course.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I bet they're more dangerous than the people down here. And he kind of looks over to the elderly people sitting.
Sure.
He's
yeah.
old. He's like on his last leg. He's an old shifter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't live very long.
No.
No, they do not.
He's 20.
So I figure in intelligence gathering,
Yes.
you get the idea of how many guards there are total between all the floors,
Yes.
what the people up there are like wanted for,
Yes.
how dangerous they are. Because if we like let everybody out and we accidentally release like a scourge of murderers,
Yeah.
that's rough. And then, sort of like get the vibes of how many people want to just start breaking out,
Yes.
Because that's sort of where I'm lacking.
Yes. I mean, maybe letting out the dangerous people isn't a bad idea, because then the guards will be focusing more on them than, like, our level of the not-so-dangerous people,
Yeah, but if they, like, get out,
Are you scared?
am I scared
Yes.
that I'll accidentally release, like, a child predator out into the world?
Whoa. Maybe, like, it's people who don't like dragons in here.
Just saying.
It's true, I guess.
Yeah.
I ain't
Anyway,
for that.
and I'll,
Yes.
working in the wood shop, I'll see about, making some kind of
Yes.
tools or something.
Absolutely.
Because right now we're ill-equipped.
Yes.
Now, if you don't really have anything else useful to add, I'm going to go sit with those old people.
I'm gonna go get my nose,
Okay.
fixed.
Sure.
And he walks over to one of the guards.
I go sit with the old people.
Okay. You see.
So he walks over to one of the guards.
Yeah, to be like, my nose is broken. Do something about
Okay,
it.
I want to be very carefully. Anytime he walks away,
Okay.
I want to be listening to see if he's snitching on us.
Yeah. All he's saying right now is just, I know.
Yeah.
Like, do something. And you can tell the guard, it's like, I don't care. He's not saying anything, but he's just like nodding his head now every single time
Yeah.
he's asking about it. You walk over to the old people. You see this little old lady holding Annie's face, and Annie's kind of like smiling up at her, but she's looking at Pharys in hushed tones as you walk over. And she's like, well, all right, here's the thing. So, the warden, for the most part, keeps items in her room. She keeps them locked away in this weird cabinet thing. We don't know how to get into it, but we imagine it's sort of like those bags that go on forever, that kind of thing.
I like appear like a bag of holding.
Yes, yes, a bag of holding, more friends. Oh, good. Anyway, she has one of those, but it's like a wardrobe kind of thing, and we think that's where she keeps it because we can't detect them with magic or anything. We've tried a lot. And you see an older guy go like, yup, off in the corner.
Huh.
She's like, all right, but if you could manage to get in there, get our things, that would be nice.
I did find where that room is recently, so
Very nice.
might be able to. As far as I can tell, the way through every room is some like just universal magic word that opens up a door in a wall.
Oh, how'd you figure that out?
I heard it.
Oh, your magic.
Yeah,
Very nice.
I'm still wearing my like tattered wizard
the
stuff.
like ruined wizard stuff.
The hat is perfect and immaculate, but everything else.
Yeah. Are you guys? And she kind of like hushes her voice even more, kind of like pulling all three of you in to get closer to her face. She goes, "Are you trying to get out of here?"
I don't think there are very many people that like aren't trying to get out
It's
of
true.
prison.
It's true, but it's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
You'll need to be good at stealth. You'll need to be willing to fight people. You'll need to be good at magic.
Me?
She points at you.
Yeah. It's almost like we're the perfect crew.
Wow. Who would guess? A very well-balanced party for once. She's like, people might get hurt. You might need somebody to heal you. I'm old. I'm past my prime. I'm going to die in here. I know that.
That is really sad.
And
what
you see
just
Annie, like,
said to
go,
me.
what? She's like, oh, no, it's okay, sweetie. It happens to everyone. And she, like, pats her head.
What? Everybody's gonna die in here, don't worry.
Everyone's going to die. Nobody gets out. That's the thing. But you're young. Look at you.
Do you know if anyone has ever actually gotten out of here?
Well, and she like, you see her look up into the sky.
How old
and, like,
is she?
I'll say she's an elf,
Oh my god.
and she looks old for an elf. Like, and elves live for hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of years. So, she's very much old. And she kind of looks up off into the distance. She goes, his name was Jonathan.
Oh,
He was a human man. He went down into solitary confinement because he liked to cause a ruckus up top. And he stole a spoon from the lunchroom. And they kept him in solitary for I don't know how long. But there is tales that he dug himself a hole. And we never saw him again. We don't know if he passed away or if he managed to get out. But we like to think that Jonathan and his little spoon made it out somehow.
no, I did actually see that hole.
Jonathan got out.
I'm not entirely sure if he
Oh,
did.
no.
It seemed like half dug.
Oh no.
But there weren't any like bones or nothing in there, so maybe
That's good.
you know.
He was a very talented spellcaster, much like yourself. So, I don't know.
Really.
Yes. He even had the wizard hat, not with the fancy little cowboy thing. I like that. Good addition.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay.
But that is, I mean, people try to escape all the time. People cause a ruckus and try to run out, things like that. But if you do it by yourself, you're not going to get very far. But if you're doing it with a group, you have to be willing to lose a few people.
That's rough. Does give me some ideas though.
Oh, good. So you are trying to break out, right?
Yeah.
Oh, great,
Sorry,
great, great.
I thought that was implied.
No, that's okay. I figured, but I'm old, you know. I'll forget about this in like 20 minutes.
That makes you the perfect informant.
I know. Doesn't it? You'll have to remind me next time I see you.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know when like a conversation with an old person goes on a little too
yeah.
long, and you're like,
You don't know how to end it.
so
You see, every so often she starts retelling the story of Jonathan and his spoon.
yeah,
You're like, Jonathan, he dug a hole with a spoon.
that's yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Mhm.
Clyde,
Yeah.
did you ever see this like area with our stuff, like the bag that she's referring to?
I saw the warden's office, but I couldn't see any. I mean, like, I guess there could be a container that I couldn't see through or something, but
I was about to say, I don't think your abilities can see through things that are like there. A
Yeah.
wardrobe of holding, you wouldn't
Yeah, I
be able
wouldn't.
to see through a wardrobe of holding.
would it be noticeable that there's like a void that I can't look through though?
I'll say it's weird you couldn't look through it. It does
Okay.
look like just a black inky
Yeah.
scape, but it's also a wardrobe.
But
so-
that could be anything. It could be like
Exactly.
non-detection or something.
Exactly. It's all, the warden's office.
Yeah.
I'm sure her desk you also can't see through. Like
Yeah.
anything that is closed to the general public, you wouldn't be able to see through.
I mean, I know where the warden's office is.
It's on this floor.
It's on this
Yeah.
floor.
We were just there.
Yeah, we went there to get jobs.
That's true. I just wanted to remind everyone what
Yeah.
rooms were on what floors.
But I also saw it with my pervert powers. So
Your what?
my pervert powers.
Huh?
Yeah. So yeah, get real close, everybody.
Yeah, you see Annie and this old lady both come real close.
So when I absorbed the powers of Beppy, you remember that? I can see through like doors and stuff. And other things. But I only look through doors.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm so upset about this whole situation.
You'll see Fharys fold her arms a little bit.
Yeah, I promise I'm not. I promise.
That's really good. Just started kicking it off by calling it pervert powers. Really was not the best sell there.
I've been upset about it the whole time. Like, this sucks. I got the worst one. It's useful sometimes, I guess. In this specific situation, it's useful.
But you could look through walls. That's cool.
Most of the time, I don't want to look through walls.
Oh,
It would be awful if I was always looking through walls.
Yes. You just always see everything all the time.
The problem is where it comes from. It comes from a guy whose name is the Creep.
Right.
And that's the issue.
So you inhaled Beppy, the actual dragon. Is that what you're implying?
So like half of him was in a box, and I
okay.
went into the box, and I absorbed him, and he absorbed some of me. So I assume somewhere out there he's just kind of sad. But I have access to some of Beppy's just awful dragon powers.
He sounds like a weirdo. So
He is a weirdo,
probably for the best.
I guess.
Clyde,
Yeah.
did you have any sort of magic to potentially get into the warden's office without her noticing and retrieving things from her wardrobe?
I have a small semblance of a plan. Do you remember? I guess you wouldn't necessarily know exactly how I did it, but do you remember on the train, way back, when the door was closed and I Misty stepped inside?
Yes.
So Misty Step requires that I need to be able to see where I'm going, but I can cast a spell called Arcane Eye, which is an invisible eye that follows people around. If I can get that eye to go into the room with somebody and leave it there, I could potentially step into the room from outside.
That's a pretty sound plan, I think.
But then where do I go from there?
How are you gonna cast anything?
I can, as far as I can tell, I can cast in the hallways. I just have to not get caught by the guards.
I've got a ridiculous idea. This is probably a DM question.
That's okay.
So with the spell Find Speed,
Yes.
I can summon an otherworldly being
I so knew you were gonna do this. I knew you were gonna do this.
in an unoccupied space of my choice within range. It doesn't say I have to see it. So if I just stand on the other side of the wall of the warden's office, cast Find Steed inside the office,
Okay.
let Clyde get the stuff from the closet, let him get on Oliver, and then cast Find Steed back outside the warden's office.
I do.
Would the steed take me with it, though?
That's my question.
Because it's really funny if we have this whole plan and you summon Steed and I
Yeah.
just like drop to the floor.
Clyde slams into the wall and can't get out.
Because I assume he like goes into like a different dimension to like teleport himself. Back
Yeah,
to me.
because he's connected to you spiritually.
Yeah.
I'll say that you would probably have to like succeed on like Arcana
Okay.
or religion to try and make Clyde as Clyde part of your Find Steed. And if you succeed, the question is, do I keep Clyde part of your Find Steed?
That's awesome. I have another question about Find Steed.
Absolutely.
Is it Oliver specific, or is it just a magic steed?
It just so happens to be Oliver
Yeah.
every time.
Yeah.
Okay, but if I were to polymorph into a horse, would that count?
Could it hypothetically
Could
count?
it summon me?
I will say all of these would require an Arcana
Like a
check,
high
and
check,
as
okay.
realistic as I think it is, will determine what the DC would be.
Okay.
So you can polish your plan, and as convincing you can make it to me, the
Yeah.
lower the DC will get.
See, I love it because I can just teleport back out.
Yeah.
But I love this
Right.
like, complicated deer
And then
plan.
Oliver would just be in,
the prison.
The prison.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we love Oliver.
Yeah.
Um.
He wouldn't be able to get out either.
Now my main problem is if I go in there and the warden is also in there, I cannot defend myself.
Could you be invisible?
Now that brings me to the other thing that I was going to posit. What if I got you in there, London?
Okay.
I think that's a lot safer.
You could also polymorph, right? You could polymorph into any creature of your choosing.
I can.
Perhaps a fly?
I think a fly's a little too small.
Perhaps
I think
a
there's
rat?
I think there's limits. Let me find polymorph really quick. This is a bit that we're going to cut out.
No, I think we're gonna keep it in. All of it.
It just says challenge rating equal or less than, but I'm still going to decide on my part that a fly is too far.
Okay.
What about a rat?
I could turn into a rat. I could turn you into a rat.
Roll credits.
Oh, that's good.
Are there like rats running around in the prison?
1000%.
Okay.
This is like, it's a well-kept, like, upkept prison in, like, the magic and stuff doesn't seem to have any, like, faults to it, really, unless a high-level spellcaster interfered with them in some manner. But their, like, cleanliness is not their top priority.
Cool.
Because are you suggesting that we break in there, get all of our stuff, and then like fight our way out?
I don't know how else we're supposed to get our stuff back.
I say we hide for as long as we can. The longer we're undetected, the less walls we have to break through.
I agree.
This is true.
If we set it up so that all of the moving parts can happen in one fell swoop, I think that's a lot better than taking our chances of trying to brute force our way out. I will perish if we try to do it that way. You will turn around and I'll be dead if we try to fight our way out.
I suppose that's true, but if we mentioned something about somebody else trying to break out and all the guards being focused on them, we could enact a similar plan
Yeah.
to get our stuff back while other things are happening.
I have an idea to using the guy that's going to try and break out today. Instead of using that as our distraction, what if we use that as inspiration for a larger riot?
And I think if we look at the patterns of what people do, we could understand a bit more of what's going on around here. We could see where the warden goes when things like that happen. That sort of deal.
Yeah, I agree. Let's spend today really learning where all the guards go.
All right.
If there's like a shift change where there's a spot in between where there's like 3 instead of 4, that'd be good to know. If we can cartoonishly walk behind one of the guards as they go into like the uniform room and steal a uniform, which I still think is a good idea.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Well, I suppose for now we just sit and wait.
Yeah. I checked my magic watch.
Yes.
Is it about time to go to work?
You hear the voice above you, the lady's voice, go, "Lunchtime is now over. Please proceed back to your cells in an orderly manner," as everybody starts going up to their cells. Is there any interaction you guys would like to have with your cellmates specifically separate from everybody else, like Jax, Prison Mouse, or Annie? No?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Sounds good. You see, he's kind of in there. Once he walks in, he's a little bit behind you because he was just kind of out and about talking to people, trying to gather more information. And you see he's trying to, like, rack his brain with, like, all the information he got because he can't write it down.
Do you know how he's gonna try to break out tonight?
Oh, yes. Okay. So, I know he's gonna cause a ruckus. I guess the night prior, one of the guards had gone into his room to try and get him to stop screaming after a couple hours because they were fine with him keeping us awake, but not with irritating the guards. You know how it is. Anyways, so I guess they went in there, so I guess he's planning to do much of the same, but when they open up his cell, he's going to try to break out. I know it will not go well for him. He's one man, but he's going to try his best.
All right. Just I guess let's both keep an eye out.
Yes, of course.
Can I see that guy's cell from where I'm at, or do I know a general
Sure.
direction
I'll
he's at?
say he's across the way from you, so across this pit, a little bit closer to where Pharys and Annie's cells are. He's like one of the last male cells before it switches over to the women's side.
That's all.
Clyde, would you like to have any conversation with the prison mouse other than just basic passing of things?
Not unless he talks to me.
He'll definitely talk to you, but not about anything important, so.
Yeah, I'm just like, uh-huh.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he knows, but he's still doing it anyway. Beautiful. And eventually 3 o'clock rolls around, and Pharys, you see as your jail cell kind of swings open, almost without like the interference of anybody else. And there's a couple other cells that swing open, and you see a guard kind of wave his hand for you to come with him to go down to your job.
All right.
Beautiful. And he takes you down to a new area that you haven't been in quite yet. The only person who's seen anything inside of it is Ben. As you go down past the floor of the lunchroom and into this bottom solitary confinement, you can hear what sounds like muffled screams and bangs happening along these rooms. There's not a lot of rooms down here, but you would guess that people don't get let out of here once they're down here. And he kind of walks you back down this long hallway. You know, like how hospitals have those, like, eerie lights at night? Yeah, that's kind of the vibe that this has. You can hear the gentle humming of the lights, like, above you. Some of them are flickering as you go down. Annie kind of grabs onto your arm a little bit tighter as you walk down there, and he leads you into this room that he whispers something in a magical tongue that you do not know because you are not Clyde. And the door slams open, and you see a big room to wash laundry. And he kind of just ushers you guys in there and then whispers something, and the door closes behind you guys and seems to, like, seal to the wall.
Can you describe what the room looks like?
Yeah, so it smells bad in here. There's all sorts of clothes. Most of them are like the yellow jumpsuits that everyone's wearing around here. There is like some people's common clothes from like obviously some of the new prisoners that came before you guys that are getting washed as well, just so there's not a bunch of dirty clothes laying around everywhere. There is big barrels filled with water, and there's a variety of different kinds of soaps laying all over the place for you to put onto the clothes, scrub them by hand, and then there is a bunch of racks with these wire ropes that hold all of the clothes that you can pin them to so they can dry off. And it seems like your job is just to take this disgusting, humongous pile of clothes, wash them, hang them up to dry, like a basic laundry room.
All right. I'm going to kind of like get down to Annie's little bit and say, "Don't you play a game with me?"
Yeah?
It's going to be a little bit of like a hide-and-seek sort of thing.
Okay.
So every piece of clothing that we wash, we're going to look through all the pockets
Okay.
and see if anybody left anything inside.
Okay.
All right?
Okay, sounds good.
Sounds good.
Great.
Can I see if like any place where like the clothes would be taken after they're finished drying?
You can't see any place.
Okay.
It seems like somebody else comes and collects those and will disperse them back to people, and they don't put that job to prisoners for maybe obvious reasons.
Right? There's no other exit in here either?
No. You know there's a sealed door. There's one sealed door in here. You don't know if there's any other sealed doors. You can try to get through them. It just would be a harder DC for you since you aren't like directly attached to arcane magic specifically.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess just like while we're doing laundry, like we'd just be like sifting through all the pockets, trying to see if
Yes.
anything has been left inside.
Yes.
Anything we might want to use.
Let me pull up my generator real fast, and I'll
Okay.
give you a handful of things.
Sounds good. And then can I also like while we're washing, kind of like get a vibe of the room and see if there are any other exits? Like,
Sure.
Just kind of like feel around on the walls.
Yeah.
and
Will
such?
you roll Arcana for me?
Sure. I can roll Arcana. I rolled a 17.
Oh.
Okay. You rolled a 17. You can definitely feel that, like, where you saw that main door, there seems to be a slight bump to the wall that feels a little different than the rest of the wall does. And as you keep going behind this big barrel of water, you have to kind of lean over it to actually reach the wall. You feel another one that this big barrel of water seems to be blocking off anybody getting into.
Okay. And is there any way that I can see to get it open, or is it just...
You can roll another Arcana check for me. This one is
Okay.
definitely higher.
I'll use my better dice.
My better dice.
My better
My
dice.
better dice.
Natural 20.
Oh my gosh.
We're breaking out of prison, baby.
You kind of go and you push some of your energy from your amulet into this wall. Are you saying anything like while you're touching this wall, asking it to do anything, or are you just like touching it and hoping for the best?
She's gonna like push into it and just say, please.
Open sesame.
Please. And you see like this magical energy kind of radiate from your fingers as this door that's obviously not been opened for an extended period of time kind of opens up, and it looks like this dark tunnel that leads to nothing.
Big sign that says exit.
Just walk on out of there.
It looks like it's been dug out by somebody, but it looks like there's just a wall of dirt that just stops.
Okay. How much longer in our shift do we have at this point?
I would say not much, and there definitely is some like water from the barrel that like spilled out as you went in
As
there.
I did this.
Yes.
Um,
We're breaking out of prison, guys.
I'm gonna turn to Annie and I'm gonna say, all right, because she clearly probably saw me open the door, right?
Mhm.
I'm gonna count to 20.
Okay.
I'm gonna go down this tunnel
Okay.
and I will be back.
'Kay.
All right.
'Kay.
So I'm just gonna like count to 20. I'll give myself 10 seconds
'Kay.
to go in and then 10 seconds to come back.
Come back out. Okay. Are you trying to like run down this to
Yeah, just trying
reach
to
in?
see like where the edge is. and
Okay.
run back.
I'm gonna have you roll an athletics check. I think.
Okay.
Or no, just kidding. Let's have you roll. Let's have you roll dex save, because I feel like the stakes are a little bit higher in here to not get caught by the guards.
Yeah. Okay, that was a 19.
A 19. That's pretty good. Okay. You run down to the end. You're like counting, and the second you hit 10, you reach the end, and it does look like just a dirt wall. You'll burn some time if you want to, like, actually interact with anything here.
Okay.
Do you want to burn that time, or are you just going to run back?
She's gonna run back.
Okay, sounds good. You start running back. It looks just from, like, the blind eye, without looking any way into it, is just a regular dirt wall as you reach 20 seconds. Are you going to try to close this door again?
Yes.
You rolled a natural 20, so I'm going to let you just do it. And you watch this door close behind you. You don't even do anything. It's like something else was helping you get this door closed, because as soon as the door closes and you get over this barrel of water, the guard opens the door and just waves for you guys to come out.
We'll head back out.
Fantastic. You start heading back out, and I'll get back to you. Shout out Ambitio and a natural 20. It's really, really a fantastic combo. I'm going to read off some of the items you got real fast.
Okay.
Shout out my main man, God.
We'll get there's some little like arm gauntlets that look like just regular like leather bands.
Bracers.
Bracers, thank you.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of the word. Bracers that go around your arms, but if you are steering a wagon or a steed, you're resistant to slashing damage while wearing these.
So interesting.
These are random. They're useful in not actually useful ways. So
Okay.
See,
While riding like a steed.
yeah, so if you're riding Oliver or you're like driving on a carriage, you'll be resistant to slashing damage and slashing damage only.
Great.
Yes. You see a scarf. It seems like a striped scarf with red and yellow on it. Think like the Harry Potter like Gryffindor scarves, but it has no insignia on it at all. And all this does is it cannot leave the plane of existence, which it is on.
Cool.
That's it. That's all this
A
does.
bound scarf.
You see a ring, and in this ring is a tiny little skull of a bird, and it's got a green emerald design around this skull. And if you put this on, you have an advantage on checks made to track or recall lore about anybody that's dead.
That's pretty cool.
that's pretty.
You got a goth girly ring.
Goth girly ring for your goth boys that you go after.
It's like specifically like a history check about somebody.
Yeah, so if you're trying to recall any information about somebody that's dead or trying to track down information about somebody that's dead, you'll have advantage on whatever check that is.
You know, Tesia, I hope you know we're gonna find ways to make these useful.
I know, and that's the fun of it.
Or we're going to forget.
Yeah.
That too.
Mandy's ran them down, so it's okay. Beautiful. That is all of the items that you managed to find in this load of laundry.
Sweet. I'll just tell Emily, you did a fantastic job.
Thank you. She's like, can I wear the scarf?
Absolutely.
Yes. She like puts it on. The guard notices it definitely when you guys like come out, but he's like, and lets you guys come through because it's a scarf that can't do anything. But
As little does he know, this is the scarf of power word kill.
That little
yeah.
girl.
And he just goes, die.
died.
She's a Gryffindor, y'all. What is the Avada Kedavra?
Yup.
Abracadabra.
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 Abracadabra. Anyway, we're going to cut to you guys.
Yay.
Hi.
5 o'clock rolls around, and both of you see your jail cells ding, swing open.
Yeah. At
they-
this point, I've asked if I can have like a shirt.
Yeah, I will say that you guys have received yellow tracksuits that are meant to fit you and specifically you. So somebody else can't take your tracksuit and try to wear it as their own.
Tracksuit. Nice, like
Yeah.
Kill Bill.
Yeah.
Oh,
yes,
that's
Yellow
good.
tracksuit, exactly like Kill Bill.
Oh, that's good.
And you all have numbers on the back of your tracksuit. I will tell you your numbers
Just
really
gonna say,
fast.
Give me my number.
I will do this. You are number 829, London,
829.
and you are number 12,
Huh.
Clyde. You will also get your tracksuit when you go back, and you are number 532.
That's concerning.
What do these mean? And the fact that you had them prepared. I hate
What's
that.
Annie's tracksuit say?
It says child. on the
Says
way.
child. Annie's tracksuit is 281.
I'm afraid as to what these mean.
Your guys' thing swing open. You can put your tracksuit on, or you can keep your regular clothes on. It's up to you.
I'll put the tracksuit on. I still have the hat on,
'Kay.
but purple and yellow really clashes, so I take it off.
Okay. Sounds good.
So, is there a chance? I know my cloak was tattered,
Yes.
but London's a guy who keeps like pins and stuff in his
Yes.
cloak to use. Is
I'm
there a chance that there's any in there? Still?
I'm gonna roll an investigation checks for the guards who checked you guys
Yeah.
when you passed out. Oh no. I'll say there is one singular pin left in there.
Beautiful. As I'm changing, I'm gonna slip it into like my teeth, like up by my gums.
'Kay. You
Yeah.
slip it in there. Will you roll a sleight of hand check?
Absolutely.
Did you roll a 3?
No, I rolled a 12.
No,
That's a 25.
25. Okay. Yeah, you. No cuts or nothing. Yeah, it's up
Cool.
there. Beautiful. Doors swing open. Are you in your tracksuit?
Yeah.
No cloak on or anything. Just your tracksuit.
It's tattered and torn.
'Kay.
He's
Sounds good.
yeah.
You guys both walk out at the same time as your individual guards kind of lead you out, and they lead you into. It's on the same floor that you guys are on. One of them whispers something, and you know that it's like the magical equivalent of just like open this door,
Yeah.
and it slides open.
I also want to, as we pass by, anytime I pass through the hallway,
Yes.
I want to look through the wall at the warden's office
Okay.
to determine when they are not there.
Okay. So you'll have to look down and into where the warden's office actually is,
Yeah,
because
sure.
it's on the lunchroom area. Let's see if she is there. She's not there right now. Right now, she's not there.
Okay.
When you were walking up from the lunchroom, she wasn't there.
Okay.
But right now, she's not.
Cool.
As you guys get opened up into this room, you can see there's a bunch of people in here. It's not just you guys like Annie and Pharys was. And you can see there's a guard kind of standing at the front of this area watching everybody, and 2 more guards standing off to the side also watching everyone. But the main guard is the first guard that you've heard speak, and it's just a variety of like, now try to make a table. And like there will be like instructions on how to make tables. You guys are obviously making stuff for a purpose, but it's obviously not for this cell. This gel.
Cool.
And the guards will put you next to each other on your individual woodworking workshops. As you guys are free to do whatever you want, although they do want you to build specifically what they are showing.
Cool. Yeah, I first things first.
Yes.
I grab my tools.
Yes, you grab your tool.
In my dainty little hands.
Absolutely.
And I start looking around the room using my pervert powers
Absolutely.
to try and find all of the like magic eyeballs that are in here.
I'm going to roll to see how many there are in here actually, because there's 4 eyes in here. It seems like they are kind of taking up, this room is circular like almost everything else in here, but it's like they're taking up every side of the walls, trying to pay attention to each person that they can. Okay. There's also guards in here because there isn't as many eyes as there probably should be.
I'd like to test something.
Yes.
So, Clyde, on account of the way he looks, I don't think this will be very suspicious. But I pick up something very heavy.
Okay.
And drop it on the ground so it makes a loud noise. Do all of the eyes look at where it is?
Yes. All the eyes look and then look back pretty quickly, but
Okay.
if you were fast enough in grabbing something, you would probably manage to avoid the eyes.
Gotcha.
Yes.
I like pretend to be like, dang it. And then I give you like a thumbs up, which looks like I'm okay, but it's like I figured something out.
Yeah. The guard up front, you can't like see his face because it's covered by the veil.
Sure I can.
You can see his face.
Yeah.
I forgot. You can see his face. It looks like a drow man. He's got like deeper blue skin. But you could see a look of disappointment on his face as you drop it, and he just goes, "Please try not to do that again."
Hey man, I'll do my best. I got butterfingers.
Right. Right. And he keeps leading the classes like, "Now please try to make a chair," and like puts the individual instructions up. What are you 2 doing?
So we're being tasked to make a chair, correct?
It's like, mainly furniture
Cool.
that they've asked so far.
So there's wood varnish.
yes.
Beautiful. Okay, cool. I also want to make note that London is not wearing the tracksuit normally. He has it tied around his waist
Okay.
and just the pants.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like the like bikini shape thing.
That would go crazy.
That's
No,
tight.
it's tied around his
Yeah,
waist.
Beautiful.
of course.
Because it's him. But are we working actively with like the varnish?
Yeah, you'll once you get like everything like sanded down, you'll eventually get the varnish that you'll have to put on.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, what's the plan here? What's the move here?
I want to take some of this varnish.
You have
is the plan.
tools. There's like sandpaper that you can hypothetically take. There's paper that has like instructions on it in front of you.
I have an idea that I think will cause a pretty good distraction and also allows me to test something. Clyde the ever arrogant elf.
Of
he's,
course.
He's playing into
I like that, Clyde the Arrogant.
Yeah.
That's good.
he's playing into what he assumes people's perception of him is.
Yes.
And I see the instructions for the table,
yes.
and I walk over to a big hunk of wood, and I just start fabricating it into a table using
Okay.
magic.
He is asking for a chair right now. Are you
Whatever.
doing chair?
Whatever the
Okay.
thing is.
Yeah.
So I just start casting spells.
Okay.
What happens?
You're casting spells just to make it look like a chair, right?
I'm just trying to see what happens when I cast magic.
'Kay.
So it's important because I can cast magic without verbal.
Yes.
So I want to see what their magic detecting capabilities are and how upset they get.
Let's see. I'm gonna roll 2 dice real fast.
Roll for angry.
Roll for anger. Okay. You can see that the eyes seem to lock onto you as soon as you start casting magic, but the guards They lock on eventually because obviously you're not actually putting in the work, but it takes them a little bit to catch on to what you're doing. And you can see some of them get ready to maybe cast counterspell or something else, but they see you're just making the chair with your magic, so they don't interfere in any way because you're still doing what they're asking you to do.
That's perfect.
Yes.
While I saw that Clyde was being very distracting casting a spell,
Yes.
what kind of tools are we working with here?
Let me look it up real quick.
A sword,
Sword.
a gun.
Beautiful.
There's chisels. I'll say
Okay.
there's a saw for you to cut things. Just like a basic hand saw. Saw.
You got chisels, you got slaw.
You got slaw. There's sandpaper. There's clamps to like rotate and keep the wood.
clams.
Oh my gosh.
all of the workshops are in the lunchroom. All of them.
Horrible.
All
I'll
of them.
just take like a
No.
chisel. That feels the closest to a
Okay,
dagger.
you're just gonna.
Yeah, can I try to just tuck that into my
Absolutely.
pants?
You. Will you roll sleight of hand with advantage because Clyde's causing a distraction?
Beautiful. I don't even know if I'm gonna need that. It's okay. That's a 23.
23? Yeah.
Yeah.
You sneak a clamp into your pants.
Beautiful.
Your tracksuit pants.
Yeah.
Grand. Beautiful. You guys keep doing what you're doing. Is there anything else you'd like to try? I'll say there's not a lot of time as you guys start to finish up your chairs.
Yes.
Okay.
I would like to attempt to cast one more spell.
'Kay.
Just to see what happens.
Absolutely.
I'm sitting here with the chair. I assume I got like reprimanded.
Yes.
And I'm like, all right, okay, sorry. And I cast non-detection on myself,
Okay.
which makes me invisible to scrying specifically.
That's good. Okay. You cast non-detection, and the eyes aren't paying attention to you at all. We're gonna see the men.
I don't know if there's anything for them to notice though. 'Cause
I was about to say
I cast non-verbally.
it is entirely on.
I should roll though because I'm at that weird disadvantage for
Yeah.
everything. What do you
It's
want?
true.
Because there's no roll.
Let's just do Arcana
Okay.
and just see how well you do it.
22.
22. You're okay. You can definitely. It definitely feels weird you casting without anything for you to put your magical energy into.
Yeah.
And it feels unnatural, but you're okay for now.
Okay.
And you cast non-detection. They rolled pretty low, so I'm gonna say they don't do anything as you cast this. It seems like the eyes themselves are the thing that'll probably catch you the quickest.
Yeah.
The guards in here are purely to try and catch people like stealing weapons
Okay.
and stuff.
And so the eyes, if you give me a vibe,
Absolutely.
did it feel like the eyes could detect that I was using magic, or they were noticing the wood like shift?
It's like the eyes could detect that you were using magic
Okay.
specifically.
But they didn't look at me when I cast non-detection.
You cast non-detection, and the eyes. It was almost like they were going to before you casted non-detection, and they
Okay.
realized there was nothing really to look at.
Okay, that's extremely good information.
Yes. Beautiful. And do you want to try anything else?
I'm testing it out because there's a chance they search me,
Yeah.
and so I don't want to have a
You
bunch of shit
have
on
been
me.
told that there is a random search every single day. That hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
I do want to sneak something.
Absolutely.
I want to sneak a bunch of sawdust into my shoes by just sort of like accidentally pushing it off the table. I have a plan for the sawdust.
Okay, I am going to have you roll sleight of hand.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
I have to figure out what the guard's reaction to you doing
yeah,
this
yeah,
if
yeah,
you
yeah.
fail it is.
16?
16. I'll say the guards don't. I'll say one guard notices you, the one that's standing behind you, and
Yeah.
he kind of looks over and he just steps up to you. None of the other guards talk except for the main one, and he kind of just looks down towards your shoe that you're stuffing sawdust in and looks back up at you, like in
Oh.
questioning.
So the shoes don't have a lot of padding, and I got flat feet, and so it hurts quite a bit. But the sawdust can sort of add a little bit of cushion, and I figured no one's using it, right? It's sawdust.
Will you roll deception?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good though. Oh my
It is
god.
good. The DC is lower for sure. You're good at what you do, Ben.
What am I rolling? Deception?
Yes.
21.
21. You can see through the mask of this person. It looks like a woman, a human woman. She looks kind of confused at first as you do that, but as you start to explain, she just nods her head and goes back into position behind you.
Yeah. I figured no one would miss it. It's sawdust, so-
You eventually watch the instructor as everybody finishes up their chairs. He kind of walks around looking at all the chairs and tables and what other people made before you. Just like, and then walks over to the door, whispers something that you know, Clyde, is to the effect of, open this damn door. And the door slides open, and he kind of just stands there, and he's like, thank you for your time today. I'll see you all tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you. I give him like a high five.
He doesn't. He doesn't even put his hand up. He looks, you could see through his mask, and he looks kind of like confused on what a high five even is, like what you're even trying to ask him to do.
All right. And I walk through the door.
Beautiful. And you walk out. You all walk back into your cell, and the day goes on. And eventually, you see all of your cells open, but every single cell has a pair of 2 guards walking in.
How quickly does that happen?
It happens so fast. Like, you don't even realize there is more guards in here than there is normally. They're obviously pulling guards from somewhere else to check on you guys in this area.
Well, I'm saying, like, we got back from woodworking and it immediately happened.
Well, it would probably happen like half an hour after you got back.
Could I try to do something in that half hour?
Yes.
I'm looking for any, like, crack or crevice in this wall I could hide that chisel I got. If I could make a hole or something.
You can make a hole.
London doesn't know about the eyes, so he's just trying what he can.
Yeah, you can make a hole for sure. I'll let you just do it, and you just hide your chisel in a hole.
Yeah.
Great. Sounds good. Would either of you like to do anything with the items you have?
I think I'd let Annie have the scarf and the bracers.
Okay.
And I might also just try to find a place to, like, stash the ring. Like, I wouldn't put it on my finger.
Okay, where are you trying to stash it?
If it's, like, under the bed or, like, in the wall. Like, she's not, like, trying really
Okay,
hard.
yeah, also you can, like, put it under your mattress kind of situation. Okay. Yeah. Are you trying to hide your sawdust?
It's in my shoe.
It's true.
It's gonna stay in my shoe.
And, yeah, so your doors swing open. You see 2 sets of guards. A set of 2 guards. On every single about 150 jail cells that are down here, and they all step in, and you hear this woman's voice go, "It is now time for the daily check. Please comply." And the guards kind of step in, and you see them walk towards each of you individually and go in this monotone way, just go, "We're going to search you, and please open your arms."
Yeah, I'd comply.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they pat you down. They're not going to check your mouth, London, so your pin is still in there.
Amateurs.
You see that Jax gets caught with a piece of paper, but no pen or anything, just a piece of paper. And they kind of just crumple it up, and the guard in there hands it off to the other guard, and he just incinerates it in his hands.
Oh, man.
And you see Jax looks really disappointed as they continue to search your room. The prison mouse has nothing on him, but they check him still. They get to you, and you see the guard that's checking you gets down to your shoes and kind of looks up towards you about the sawdust in your shoes.
What's up? Oh, yeah, sorry. I had woodworking duty earlier today. I'll clean it up.
Roll deception.
Okay.
I needed the silence to linger because that's what the guards do.
Oh, 22.
Beautiful.
I rolled an 18 and a 19.
You see this guard, it's a tabaxi person behind the veil, and they kind of just look a little weirded out by you. They've never seen so much sawdust in one.
Saw dudes?
I'm clumsy about it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Great. They pat down Annie in your cell, and they kind of get to the bracers and the scarf, and are kind of looking them over, and Annie just goes, "I just got some accessories while I was doing stuff in the laundry room. Is that okay?" She gives him, like, puppy dog eyes and a smile. Hold on a second.
Does Annie have a character sheet?
I have a base level character sheet I use for NPCs that I don't have a character sheet because it's just kind of decent at everything.
She's a level 20 sorcerer.
No.
Necromancer.
Okay. They kind of just nod, not detecting anything that could be useful in there, and they pat you down. You've changed into your tracksuit all the way, right?
Yeah.
Okay. They pat you down. They don't see anything, and then they start checking the rooms. They find your chisel in the room
Yeah, it's
easily, and they take it out. It seems like they almost go for it right away, as if they already knew it was there before they even got into the room in the first place. And they just take it out, and you see one guard hands it to the other guard, and he just incinerates it in his hand. The chisel is gone. They check your room, and they see the ring underneath your mattress. Once again, it's like they just knew it was there even before coming in, and they kind of hold it up to you, as it kind of just looks like a normal ring.
It was my mother's.
Roll deception? Charisma caster?
Do I get dead mom advantage?
They don't know your mom is dead, bro.
Do I get dead mom advantage? Goes crazy.
You didn't say it was my dead mother's. You just said it was my mother.
That's a 16.
A 16? That's pretty good. I'm going to roll against you. Oof. You see one of the guards goes, and hands it to the other guard, and the guard burns it, and it gets incinerated.
A single two.
You no longer have the ring that can track information on dead people. So sorry, I rolled literally 1 above your 16.
Dang. That's a cool ring.
Yeah.
Cool ring.
That's a cool ring, no. Don't burn that, no. It's all right. You got the bracers and the scarf. That
Yay. The
Yeah.
two that don't really do anything.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Should have put the ring in my mouth.
The prison mouse has nothing on him that they find. And the check ends, and there is no issues with the check. Everybody kind of complies to this check as they go out. And you hear the lady, as your cells swing closed again as these guards come out, goes, "Thank you for your compliance." And the night wages on.
I talked to the mouse.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tonight is when that guy's trying to break out, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
Hey, I have a big ask for you.
All right.
So I need you to end up in solitary confinement.
What? Why? Why am I Southern?
It's a good question.
Oh boy.
It's the Southern dwarf all over again.
They're back.
The southern mouse.
The
Why?
Southern mouse.
Why?
I was scrying through the walls, looking in every room.
Uh-huh.
As far as I can tell, there's a tunnel down there.
Oh,
And
a real one.
Yeah, and I don't know where it leads to, but
Okay.
I figure,
Why don't you get yourself in solitary confinement?
well, because I figure if anybody, first of all, it looks kind of small,
Mm.
and I think you can fit through the tunnel.
Oh.
And I figure if anybody can figure out where the tunnel is or how to get to it, it would be someone who already escaped from prison once.
Right. Yeah.
So I kind of need you to use your expertise and go down there and find it for me.
Okay. I could do that.
Perfect.
You really played to his ego there, so I'm not gonna
Yeah.
have you roll. He's gonna go, "Can I punch you in the face?
Yeah,
Can you act?"
I guess.
All right.
Just hit me.
I'm gonna hit you once for real, and then I'm gonna hit you a bunch of times for fakes.
Okay.
Okay. And he kind of cocks his fist back, and he's gonna hit you. He's just gonna deal not a lot of damage. He's gonna deal 3 bludgeoning damage towards you.
Yeah.
As he kind of socks you in the side, you can feel a bruise already starting to form on your cheek.
Yeah, and Clyde just like crumples.
Yeah, he's really small, so he still has to like kind of jump up to reach your cheek as you crumple to the floor, and he climbs on top of you, and he acts like he's continuing to punch you, but he's
Yeah,
not.
I kind of like pretend to put my hands up.
Okay.
And I make like grunting noises, and I guards.
Yeah.
He's trying to kill me.
Yeah, you see the guards rush in. You could hear footsteps already coming, as if they knew this was happening before they even reached you. And the gate kind of swings open as he continues to hit him. And they come and they grab him from behind, and he swings an elbow back to try and hit one of them. And he misses. He swings back, and it whiffs him as the guard dodges out of the way, but you see them start to drag him out of the room as he continues to try and fight. He breaks out of their grasp at some point and starts running back to the jail cell, and he kind of sends you a wink from outside of the jail cell as they grab the back of his legs and start dragging him away. He's throwing a fit. You guys can definitely hear London and Pharys, him going down the hallway being like, "It wasn't me! What are you taking me for? This is bad! I have the rights! I have rights!" As he gets dragged away.
I'm an American.
I'm an American! As he has a British accent. "I'm an American, I have rights!"
Oh, that's good.
As he gets dragged down, and you guys watch stairs open up as he gets taken down to solitary confinement. You can watch him in the lunchroom up until he gets down to the floor lower than that to solitary confinement, and he disappears.
Beauty.
Beauty!
It's all a part of a bigger plan.
Yes. And the night continues on. Is there anything you guys would like to do?
I'm just waiting for that guy to try
Just
and
gonna
break
say I'm
out.
getting
Sounds
ready
good.
to watch.
Yeah.
Teach Annie how to braid her hair.
Oh,
Oh.
that's very nice. Yeah, she learns. And the night comes on. It's about bedtime. You guys are getting a little tired. Would you like to sleep, or are you going to try to stay awake?
Well, I only meditate for 4 hours.
It's true.
But what if I miss it?
What if you miss it?
Can I take a short rest?
Short rest?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's only 2 hours for you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I'll do that.
So can Pharys.
Jax is an elf, right?
Jax is, I believe so.
Okay. I'm just gonna sleep and have him wake me up when things start happening.
Okay, he will also take a short rest. You all are sleeping, and you drift off to bed. Pharys and Clyde, you guys wake up about 2 hours later, and about 15 minutes after you wake up, everybody else is off to sleep now, you hear a guy starting to yell. And he keeps yelling, and he keeps yelling. London, it's not enough time for you to take a short rest, because you need a full 4 hours.
Yeah.
And you see Jax kind of rouse you awake. He's like, something's going on. What's happening?
All right.
And you all just sit awake as this guy continues to yell. And eventually, you see guards walk down towards where his cell is, and the cell door swings open. And the yelling stops almost immediately before you can hear what sounds like a fist just right into the side of somebody's face as he starts yelling again, but this time in like anger and rage rather than like the despair he was wailing the last night, as he starts to try and fight these guards, and all the guards that are staying down here start to rush towards that cell to try and prevent everything that's going on. As they start to fight each other. Are you guys doing anything as this is going on?
Just observing and like watching where guards come from
Yeah.
or go to.
So there's guards that just stay on this floor at all times, that all rush towards them. You can see the main door kind of breaks open at some point, as this guy is obviously putting up a good amount of a fight with these guards down here. You can see Clyde, he rushes past your cell at one time, not giving you a second glance, but he's running as guards follow behind him. He kind of stops in front of your cell, London, and gets intercepted by other guards that he starts beating and trying to get past. There's magic spells that are being casted, but it seems like relatively low-level spells from these guys until the big main gate opens and more guards rush in. It closes immediately after, and they start casting more intense spells until someone casts Hold Person. That succeeds.
When before that happens,
Yes.
when the gate opens,
Yes.
I am still under the effect of non-detection.
Yes.
I would like to help him
All right.
by doing one of my classic moves,
Okay.
and I'm going to use Major Image
All right.
to make several of him trying to
Okay.
break out of the prison.
All right. Sounds good.
I want him to get as far as he can.
Will you roll Arcana for me?
Yeah. I rolled a 2, but that's still a 15.
Okay. That's. There's just going to be a wild magic effect now.
Yay!
Will you roll a D100 for me?
Yeah, I got
Very
them out
fun.
because I knew.
Yeah.
54.
54. Let's see. I was on the right thing.
Explode. The explode condition.
Great. Will you roll 5d6 for me?
Yeah, I'll use the digital ones.
This one's kind of stupid, but it's pretty funny because it's not really relevant for the situation.
20.
20? Okay, for 20 days, you can't get intoxicated, and you feel as if something appears on your forehead, but you don't know what it is because there's no way to look, but you can see the prison mouse kind of points at you and just goes, ah.
He's in
He's not there.
solitary.
He's in solitary.
Oh, he is in solitary. I forgot. You're all alone. That's totally my bad. I'm a
Yeah.
dum-dum. I just did that interaction.
You
Yeah.
can hear the mouse.
You can
far
hear the
away.
mouse. He's
Just
just
laughing.
like he knows. Something appears on your forehead. You can tell it like almost stings for a second before it fades away. There's something on your forehead as you cast a bunch of major illusions, and you see the guards get distracted for a second, and he manages to blast past your cell. Pharys, you get a clear shot of him as he continues to run, trying to reach the gates as fast as he can. He keeps running and keeps running and keeps running. The gates are beginning to close, and he gets half of his body through before the gate
Oh, no.
slams him in, and he dies.
I killed him. He was just going to get held, and I killed him.
Yeah. And the guards kind of like dust their hands off. Some of them are like rubbing their heads and their body parts where he hit them as he passes away.
My notes just say door killed guy.
Door killed guy, and everybody kind of stands there watching in horror and disbelief at this scene that they're watching. Annie, did you let Annie watch any of this, Pharys?
I imagine that, like, as you're screaming, like beforehand, I was like, go back to sleep, it's all right, it's all right.
Okay. Okay, she went back to sleep.
Okay.
Well, she went back to sleep. She just keeps her eyes closed and is kind of like scared. You can hear some people like screaming in horror at the scene that's laid out before them as this guy who just wanted to escape just as badly as you guys did dies in front of you. And that's where we're going to end off tonight's session.